What's up? How's everybody doing? I go by the name of Stock Constellations, and I'm here we're gonna talk today about ETFs. ETFs, exchange traded funds. So let's just get on to it. Let me share my screen. Um, Bear with me. 1 second here. Everybody want to know what exchange traded funds are. Okay, so we're gonna go through this process. Okay, so here we go. Here's some slides I created. It's a PowerPoint I created. Hope y'all like it. You know that it helps. A lot of people are visual. They need to see this stuff. So this is why I created the PowerPoint. Okay. Just This is the first slide. Understanding exchange traded funds. ETFs are exchange traded funds. They are actually mutual funds that are publicly traded. When I say publicly traded, that means it's just a way of saying traded on the stock market. Okay, let's keep going. So, pretty sure y'all can still see me. So, let's keep going. What is an ETF? Exchange traded fund. Um, so, just breaking this down, exchange. Ex- uh, when you buy stocks, it's on an exchange. When you buy a stock, you're trading stocks. Fund is just a fund, like when you pull together a pool of resources or a pool of people's money. You put it together and invest in stocks or bonds and stuff like that. And I'm going to show y'all some exchange traded funds. I'm going to show y'all where I go find my exchange traded funds. You can do that as well. So let's just go to it. So, what is an exchange traded fund? So, index tracking. ETFs are designed to track a specific index, such as the S&P 500 or the Nasdaq Composite, providing investors with diversified exposure to the underlying assets. Okay, that's self-explanatory. Just saying that ETFs can track um, they can track specific indexes like like the S&P 500. The first exchange traded fund, which you're going to see here later, was is in is the SPY, the SPDR, but it's called the SPY. So it's the SPY. That's the first exchange traded fund. And I think it was invented in 1993. But you're going to see that later here. I know I don't. I'm going to cut this down for y'all. I don't want the video to be too long. I understand people have stuff to do, so I'm trying to concise it and make it just make it shorten it a little bit. But sometimes it's hard to do because I have to teach. Okay, sectors. Excuse me. Sector exposure. ETFs can provide exposure to specific sectors of the economy, such as technology, healthcare, or energy, allowing investors to target their investments. So, yeah, their ETFs it targets sometimes certain healthcare. It can target healthcare, technology, and energy, and not just energy, but it can target it's just technology, healthcare, energy. It can also do. There's one I like. It targets quantum computing. This is something new, and maybe I can find it here. I will try to look for it, but that's one of the ones I actually am going to invest in. It's actually doing pretty good. Okay, asset class diversification. ETFs can cover a wide range of asset classes, including stocks, bonds, commodities, and real estate, enabling investors to diversify their portfolio. Okay. Then here it just said ETFs offer investors a convenient and cost-effective way to gain exposure to a diversified portfolio of assets. One thing you have to know is that exchange traded funds automatically diversify you. I'm going to show you how. It's probably not going to be in the later slides, but after the slides finish, I'm going to go to Yahoo Finance to show you. So I have to go between sites. So y'all just bear with me. We'll try to go as fast as possible. Okay, this is the history of ETFs. As you can see here, I was right. 1993, the first ever ETF, the SPDR, S&P 500 ETF was launched. That's so SPDR. So it's pretty much the SPY. Ticker symbol. What's a ticker symbol? Ticker symbol is just the abbreviated um, is abbreviation of the company. Okay. So it's 1993, 2000s. ETF started tracking a diverse range of asset classes beyond just equities, including bonds, commodities, and currencies. Okay, 2008, we all know the financial crisis happened. Um, so it just says ETFs demonstrated their resilience during the 2008 financial crisis, attracting increased investor attention. Why? Because they automatically diversify you. So most of the ETFs I've seen have several different companies in there. And if one company does bad, two companies do bad, and five other companies do good, you're not worried about the ones that's doing bad. As long as the five other ones, or if four other ones are doing much better and are superseding your losses. So you know that's what it is. 2010, innovative ETF structures such as actively managed and non-transparent ETFs were introduced to the market. In 2020s, the pandemic happened, right? The ETF industry experienced significant growth, which it did, with assets under management reaching trillions of dollars globally. That's good to know. That's in 2020. Okay, what are the benefits of ETFs? Diversification. ETFs provide exposure to a diversified basket of securities, reducing risk and volatility compared to individual stocks or bonds. That's just explanatory, as it says. You're not investing in one. It's better to invest in an ETF and make money over time than to invest in a stock, and the stock just does bad. This is for beginners. Now, I can analyze stocks because I've been in the market for over 10 years. I'm always in the market every day. When I feel like I don't have nothing to do, even if I'm watching a little TV, even when I'm watching a game, I'm thinking about the stock market. So sometimes I will just go online, and I said, let me just go check online and see what kind of stocks. Just searching for stocks. I do it. I do it every day, pretty much. Honestly, if not, then 4 days a week. That's just that's what I do. So okay, so we got diversification. Low cost. Just saying ETFs generally have lower expense ratios than traditional mutual funds, um, as they are passively managed and have lower overhead costs. Here we go again. Tax efficiency. ETFs are more tax efficient than mutual funds because they are structured to minimize capital gains distributions, which can be beneficial for investors in taxable accounts. So we'll cover that later. If you want to know more about that, I'll just put in the chat and I'll make a video specifically to that. Anything you want to know, just put in the chat and I'll make a video specifically to that. Okay. Um, what's going on here? Types of ETFs. I'm not sure what's happening here. Don't do this to me. 1 second here. I may have to refresh the screen. Let's go back. I just had to refresh it. Come on. Here. Uh, well, I'll get back to this. I'm not sure what's going on with this PowerPoint. We're gonna skip this. Exchange EFT trading. EFT ETFs. Excuse me. Exchange traded funds on stock exchanges. Here's the. I'm always say exchange traded funds because some people don't know what ETFs are. It's fine. I didn't know. It's just fine. It's nothing to be ashamed of. Exchange traded funds are traded on stock exchanges similar to individual stocks, allowing investors to buy and sell shares throughout the trading day. Okay. It's going to talk about mutual funds. Now, mutual funds are, you can't do this with mutual funds. When people buy mutual funds, they're traded after the trading day, after when the market closes. Intraday trading of ETFs. I'm not going to read all this. I'm not going to bore you all this. I'm just you all could probably just pause it and read it yourselves if you want to. ETFs can be traded intraday, meaning investors can buy and sell. Okay. Again, I'm just going to go through this because I don't want to be I want to be mindful of your time. I don't want to be here all day. Okay, I will if you want me to, but I was told by some of my friends that can you make the videos a little shorter? I said, oh, sure, I sure can. Okay, real time pricing of ETFs. ETF shares are priced in real time. Okay, we already know this. Okay, let's just skip this. If you want to come back here, just pause the video. Now, just showing you ETF fees and expenses compared to mutual funds. Now, ETF expense ratios. I think they charge you 0.09% of. I'm not sure if that's the They, they just charge you 9%. No, not 9%, 0.09%. That's much less than 9%. I think that's how what the fund is doing. So 0.09%, and the lowest and the highest is being 0.15%. As you can see here, actively managed mutual funds, they take more of your money. So this is what they charge you to manage your fund. They charge you, maybe that is what's in your account, um, or they take some of your profits. So they just charging you 0.75%, and this one charges you 1.25%, a little over 1%. That's why exchange trade. That's why people like exchange traded funds over mutual funds, 401ks and companies like that. Publix, When Dixie, Kroger's. I think companies that offer stocks, I think they invest your money in mutual funds when they take more of your money. Okay, let's skip this. Diversification with ETFs, exchange traded funds offer investors the opportunity. Okay, they automatically diversify you. We know this. They could be um, they can diversify your portfolio across a range of assets and sectors, different sectors. I might do a video just on sectors alone because we all need to know there's an energy sector, there's a technology sector, there's a healthcare sector, there's electrical vehicle sector. This one right here, I'm gonna have to do a video separate on it. The whole thing about stock market is understanding terminology, and this is a big one. I can't stress that enough. Some people that like rather play in the healthcare sector. If you're a nurse, you might want to just deal with the healthcare sector because you know it. So just deal with what you know. Me, I'm in construction. I'm an electrician by trade. So companies like MCore, companies like 3M, I may want to deal with that. But I'm deep in the stock market, and I'm a technology guy. My best companies were Apple, some cybersecurity companies. And if you want to know more of this, I'm gonna put my Patreon in the link because I'll share my portfolio in the Patreon so you can see what I'm invested in. I don't want to put it out in the public. I just don't like doing that. you know, I'm superstitious. I think people see my stocks and the big wigs, and they want to bring down it's my superstition. So by investing in an ETF, investors gain exposure. Okay, so y'all can pause this, read it yourselves. Let's skip this. They automatically diversify you. Risk of ETFs, comparative risk of different types of ETFs, 0 to 100%. And again, um, y'all can all pause this and look at it yourselves. Just saying market risk. ETFs is in the market. Liquidity risk, 60%. Tracking error, you know, comparative risk of different types of ETFs. That's basically, it's not a big deal, but pause it and go over it. You can go over it and take a look at it. So that's the end of this. Okay. Um, that's the end of this for ETFs. So now I'm going to take you to some ETFs. Now this here. Okay. Now here's a subscription I purchase for every year I purchase it. It's a couple of $100, but if you subscribe to my Patreon account, which I'm going to put in the link, I'll put some of this stuff in there so y'all can view it for free. Again, I'm not a fiduciary. I'm not a licensed certified financial planner. This is for educational purposes only. I'm teaching the stock market. I'm not licensed to tell you what to buy. This is not that. I'm here to educate you. So I'm here to teach you how to fish. Not because you don't want nobody telling you what stocks to buy. Nah. Still to this point, I have certified financial planners and certified financial advisors tell me what stocks to buy, and you know, sometimes they're not right. But I can research stocks myself, and I can look at momentum and see how what's going on. And there's certain stocks I like, certain sectors I like to be in. Quantum computing, quantum computing is going to be a big sector. Cybersecurity, I invested in that in 2020. I'm doing well with that. So let's just keep going. Okay. So here is a publication that I subscribed that I purchased for the year, Seeking Alpha. And if you notice, as you saw, this is home and analysis and all those other things. So what I'm going to go here, what I did, see top stocks. It tells you the top stocks. This is stocks you never even really heard about. It tells you, summary, trading, dividends, earnings, the valuation of the company, et cetera, et cetera. But we're here to go to top ETFs, exchange traded funds. So we have 570 ETFs here. 570. Sometimes you only hear about the VOO. Okay. Sometimes you only hear about SPY, SPY. I'm giving y'all a wide range of stuff here. A wide range of stuff. So as you can see, this is remember we covered earlier that certain ETFs, exchange traded funds, deal with certain sectors. As you can see, this is iShares Bitcoin Trust. So this sector is in the cryptocurrency sector with Bitcoin and stuff. So is this one, EZB, ticker symbol EZBC. We're gonna go to Yahoo Finance and look this up and see what's all in here. So this company invests in a fund that invests in cryptocurrencies. You see, all these have to do this Bitcoin, this Bitcoin, this Bitcoin, and a lot of this stuff is cryptocurrency. And as we go down a little bit more, okay, you see here, this is Vanguard, this is an energy VDE. It tells you the quant rating. These ratings are pretty good. It's a lot. You're not going to hit it out of the ballpark every company, and you cannot buy every company, and you cannot buy every ETF. That's just it. We research what we got. We research the companies. We buy our companies. That's the fun part about it. Somebody may have so you may make 30%. Somebody else may do 40%. Somebody may do 20%, but you're all winning because you're beating inflation. Inflation rises by about 3% yearly, annually. So if your stocks did 4%, you beat inflation. I mean, if your unrealized gain is the profit you see, but unless you sell it, you don't have the gain. So that's why it's called the unrealized gain. So even if your portfolio went up 4%, you beat the inflation 3%. People invest in the stock market and other places because they want to beat the inflation. So as you can see, this is the energy sector. XLE, that's a popular one. I mean, yeah, XLE. So we're gonna go through some of these. Okay, let's start with the Bitcoin one that we've seen there. And again, as you can see here, they tell you the momentum. So this has a lot of momentum right here. Expenses A. What's this? The risk is a D. Not a lot of risk, or not sure what that. Not sure what they mean. I don't know if they mean it's not a lot of risk or the risk is not worth it. I'm not sure about that. Liquidity. Liquidity means that how fast you can turn this how fast you can sell this stock and turn it into cash. A plus. That's actually a good thing. So I bid. So we're gonna go to Yahoo Finance, okay? So we're gonna switch gears. So this is Yahoo Finance. So that was IBIT. Hmm. I don't know what's going on with Yahoo today. They're pissing me off because they were doing this earlier. Let's think. uh, Okay, here we go. I don't know what Yahoo does this stuff sometime, and it pisses me off. Now, this is iShares. Oh wow, what did it do this? 59.62. I'm going to show y'all what's in this fund. Ticker symbol is IBIT. Now, if y'all see right here, go down here below the graph. You see previously closed, open, bid, ask, days range, 52-week range, volume. I covered this in Nvidia, in the Nvidia stock. I covered this, and go look for my video about Nvidia breakdown. I covered this. I'm not gonna go over this here. Okay, I just want y'all to see something here. So this is remember we said about sectors. This is the cryptocurrency sector. So I'm gonna go to holdings. Hope y'all can see me. That's just how I have to do it. Holdings. We're gonna go down. We're gonna go down so we can see what's in this. We want to see what's in this. What's all in this fund. I don't see it here, and they probably changed something up again because there's this holdings right here. I should be able to see what's all in this fund. Let me um, reload the this because we all want to see what's in this fund. So I can't find it there. We got news, commodity. I don't know what they're doing. Let's they didn't show me anything. Let's go to another ETF to just see that if something is just ongoing. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's just maybe it's just a fluke. Let's just check out some more ETFs. So let's go to ARKB. Now, whenever you see ARK, this is a lady named Kathy Wood. Kathy Wood she has a master's in economics, and she's known for doing very well with Tesla stock. She made a killing. She made a lot of money with Tesla stock. With her other funds, she haven't done that well. Some of them she did, but she's very risk averse. No, not oh no, take that back. She loves risk. Okay, let's just say that she loves risk. So we're gonna go to ARKB. We're gonna go back to Yahoo Finance, and we're gonna go to ARKB. Yahoo, and it kind of, like I said, it aggravates me. ARKB. This is Bitcoin. Kathy was in Bitcoin. Yeah, she has other funds too. So we're gonna go to holdings again. Okay. Mm. It's supposed to show me what they have in the holdings. Sector weightings information not available. Buyer ratings not available. Equity holdings. This stuff is not available yet. Are you kidding me, man? Man, let's see something here. Maybe I could go to let's just go to SPY, okay, for the sake of it. Let me go to SPY. Yeah. I didn't think I had to check this before I got on, but because you can find this. We'll go to holdings again, SPY. And this is what I'm looking for. As y'all can see here, this is what I'm looking for. I don't know what's going on with that. This is the SPY index. This tracks the S&P 500. Remember, ETFs can track indexes, which is this is an index. The SPY. It can track sectors. Remember the sector. It can track the energy sector. It can track the XLE was the energy sector. It can track the bitcoins that we just seen, the ticket symbol I just seen. So look at here. So this fund invests in, excuse me, this fund invests in, invests in Apple. So this is the percent allocation. 7.58% of the money is invested in Apple. 6.59% is invested in Nvidia. 6.27% is invested in Microsoft. And I don't want to bore you all with this. You can pause this video and you can go through it yourself. As you can see, Berkshire Hathaway, Warren Buffett's stock. This fund is invested into 1.66 of Berkshire Hathaway. His biggest holdings are in Apple, and the top 10 holdings, 37.22% of total assets. So some of this may be in other stuff as well. They may be invested in bonds and hold on. Let's see here. Um, Sector weightings. So they may be invested in other stuff. What's this? Financial services. One second here. They're invested in other stuff. So we'll cover that later. Okay. Let me get out of here. So this is ARKB, Kathy Woods stock again. Like you said, I went to holding information not available. Okay, so we're gonna get out of here. We're gonna go over one more, and then we're gonna end this broadcast. Okay, let's go back to my. Let's go back to Seeking Alpha. Let's go back here. So we're gonna go to another. So as you can see here, this says income ETF, Maxi. So let's go to Maxi. Let's see what type of income that Maxi provides us and why they're so big on this. Okay. Share this tab. You in studio. Maxi, MAX, ticker symbol MAXI. Bitcoin Strategy Plus a ETF. Okay. Now, QQQ is another ETF. This is an advertisement. I might do a separate video where we go just the QQQ. So we're gonna go to holdings. to see what's in this fund. And here we go again. I guess because dealing with cryptocurrency, none of this stuff is available. They give you a summary. There's an ETF summary. The fund is an actively managed exchange traded fund. The fund advisor seeks to achieve its investment objective by using three strategies. One, a Bitcoin future strategy. Two, an income strategy. And three, an option overlay strategy. Even though the advisor employs three strategies, the fund's portfolio is composed primarily of income producing securities. Securities are just stocks and stuff like that. Um, you can look at securities later. It is non-diversified. Yeah, you don't want that. So this is just a few stuff we covered, and we're approaching the. I went a little bit too long, and if you want to watch the whole thing, you can. Any questions? Feel free to ask. What am I missing here? Hey, this is the ETFs, exchange traded funds. You all have a good night, and any questions? Feel free to ask and sign up to my Patreon. I have some I have different tiers. One tier is about $19 and 97 cents. The other one is like $49 and 97 cents, and just different tiers is more information and me going in depth in some of these things and the I think the $49 one I give stock picks, so don't miss that. And the third tier, the $99 and 97 cents one, I give more stock picks. I go in depth and I show y'all. I actually also do stock options in there. So sign up and I'll see y'all later. Peace. Stock constellations.